first grade. So today we're going to learn more about adjectives. Last week we learned that adjectives can describe nouns. Before adjectives we were learning about adverbs. And if you remember, adverbs answer three different questions. Adjectives do the same thing, but they answer three different questions than adverbs. So today we're going to talk about the three questions and how to sort adjectives by the three questions. We'll talk about what each question answers and what kinds of words answer them. So our goal at the bottom is I can sort adjectives by the three questions. What kind, which one, and how many. So we'll talk more about those. First, let's remind ourselves, what is an adjective? Adjectives describe nouns. I always tell my students I think it's kind of silly because they named adverbs a really nice, easy word to remember what they describe. Adverbs describe verbs. I really wish that they instead would have named adjectives adnouns. That would have been nice. But if you can remember that adverbs describe verbs, then hopefully you can remember that adjectives describe nouns. Adjectives are words that answer three different questions. They tell us what kind, which one, and how many. I use these two sentences at the bottom with the blanks to help my students figure out if the word they're thinking about is an adjective. The blank dog ran, or blank dog ran, or blank dogs ran. So if, for example, I'm wondering if the word yellow is an adjective, I can try it in the blank. The yellow dog ran. Would that make sense? That sounds like it would make sense to me, so that helps me know that yellow is an adjective. If I'm thinking of the word jump, I could try that in the blank too, and that would help me figure out if it's an adjective. This time I'm going to try the second sentence, the one on the right. Jump dog ran, or jump dogs ran. What do you think? Does jump sound like an adjective? No, because it doesn't make sense in that sentence. So if you're trying to figure out if a word is an adjective, you can try these sentences. The blank dog ran, or blank dog ran, or blank dogs ran. All right, let's talk more about those three different kinds of questions. So there are three kinds of, it says adverbs at the top. It's supposed to say adjectives, three different kinds of adjectives. The first kind of adjective answers the question, what kind? So these are words that tell us what kind of noun. They can be words like colors, the red dog, sizes, the gigantic dog, shapes, the round dog, textures, how something feels, the fuzzy dog, or what we call character traits. So these are other kinds of words you would use to describe usually a noun's personality. So the funny dog, or the crazy dog, or even the mean dog. So these kinds of words in pink, they answer what kind of noun. So that's one kind of adjective. Second, in the green, the second adjective question is which one? So these kinds of adjectives specify which noun. There are only four only four adjectives that fit in with this question. They are that, this, those, and these. They're the only four words that fit in this category with the which one question. So if I'm thinking to myself, which dog is mine? I might think that dog, this dog, those dogs, or these dogs. So they specify which noun. And then the last kind of adjective answers the question, how many, in the blue. So these ones tell an amount. They tell us how many nouns that we're talking about. There's two different groups that can tell us how many. The first one is numeric. That just means if you notice the word numeric sounds like number. So numeric words are just words that are the word form of a number. So they're just spelled out, like 1 or 10. So how many dogs do you have? I have 1 dog. I have 10 dogs. So those are adjectives that describe how many dogs I have. There's also some different kind of how many adjectives that are more what we call generic. So they aren't a specific number, but they still give us an idea of how many. So these would be words like some, many, both, all, few, none. So how many dogs do you have? I have some dogs. I have many dogs. I have both dogs. I have all dogs. I have no dogs. So those would be words that tell us how many we have of a noun. All right, so now I'm going to take it off of presentation mode because let's sort some adjectives. Let's try this together because when you're done watching this video, you are going to sort on your own. But let's do a few examples together. So I have 6 words, 3 on this side, 3 on this side, that we are going to sort underneath the 3 different questions. What kind, which one, or how many? So the first adjective here is loud. So this is for sure an adjective. All these words are. We just need to figure out what kind of, which of the adjectives. So the first one is loud. Does loud tell us what kind of dog we might have, which dog, or how many? What do you think? If you said what kind, you would be correct. Loud is a character trait. It tells us what, it kind of describes the personality of the dog. What kind of dog do you have? A loud dog. Let's go to the second one, 7. Which adjective is the word 7? What kind, which one, or how many? Take a guess. If you said how many, you are correct. 7 is a numeric adjective. It tells us an exact number of how many nouns there are. How many dogs do you have? 7. How about those? Which adjective is this? If you were thinking which one, you are correct. Those tells us which nouns belong, which nouns are ours, or that we're talking about. So which dogs are yours? Those dogs. Those dogs are mine. So that is one of the only 4 adjectives that go under the which one category. All right, how about this one? Many. Which adjective is that? Where would you guess it would go? Many goes under the how many, the how many category. How many dogs do you have? Many. It's one of those generic adjectives that don't tell us an exact number, but it still gives us an idea of how many we have. So I know it's going to for sure be more than 1 or 2. All right, the next one is this. Which adjective is this going? This is again one of the only 4 that go in the which one category. Which dog is yours? This dog. So it's telling us which noun we're talking about. And the last one is red. Which category would red go in? Which kind of adjective is it? Red goes in the what kind group or category. What kind of dog do you have? A red dog. So red is a color. And remember, what kind adjectives can be colors, shapes, sizes, character traits, textures, all those different kinds. All right, now you're going to try your own digital adjective sort. You're going to find it underneath today's category, and you're going to sort the words into the different kinds of questions. What kind adjectives, which one adjectives, and how many. Bye, first grade. Have a good day.